apparently they got into a fight over an air mattress, and she's threatened to throw it in the water.
And the speaker doesn't actually function.
Told Kyle he should get a Speedo and go out there and flex against him.
Try to get your hand on the goddamn duck.
Because on the way to the second or third crack house, because we go to the first one, right?
Or like he goes for your arm.
This part's going to get demonetized
but like
on YouTube. Hey, it's 217 Probcast. Kyle, Josh, Andrew, the three creamy white amigos back in the studio once again.
Overexposed and ready to...
That's right.
Oversaturated and overexposed.
You know, you were talking about how the cameras make me look viciously white. It's not. I'm viciously white. You just had a birthday over the weekend, Josh.
I did. Hell yeah.
I hope that you don't have another one. Honestly, no, it was just fun. I'm glad.
Last one, baby. We done after this.
I like your shirt. Did you get that blouse for your birthday as
my
well?
birthday present to myself.
I want that so fucking bad. It's two of my favorite things.
Sexy
really,
mushrooms.
Yeah,
asses and mushrooms together. The best part of
Ass
a woman.
and caps.
Oh my God, that's gonna be
surprisingly liked it.
the name of this episode. Ass and caps. Oh, Hannah liked it.
Surprisingly.
Well, good for her.
That's a very common tattoo, or that's a very big tattoo right now.
This is your
She's
butt,
into
honey.
tattoos. I don't know shit about tattoos. I don't know.
Wait, ass and caps is the new trend in tattoos?
I guess. I don't know.
That's what I'm talking about.
She said it's a big tattoo right now.
That's what I'm
No
talking
idea.
about.
I was like, well, it
Fuck
doesn't show any
yes.
hole, so it's pretty good.
Spread. There's bubbles in it also.
I need to start putting little stars on them.
Yeah. Speaking of showing holes, what about our boy, Zay Stenix, popping off on the social medias? Out back there again, by the way.
Have we seen his hole?
I told Kyle he should get a Speedo and go out there and flex against him.
That'd be funny. Just go
Dude,
across the street.
I want
That's what
to
I
so
said.
bad.
Yeah, I was like, I'll go film it.
Yeah, that would be good.
I swear to God, this happened, at least for the purposes of my narrative. I remember it happening. My wife threw it away because I had a Speedo for comedic purposes that I got from the radio station. And she was like, I'm going to get rid of this. And I was like, she's like, when the fuck are you going to need this? And that was like 2
We've
years
needed it
ago.
twice now. Remember
Yeah.
the motorcycle guys? Those two guys that were on a motorcycle in Speedos? I was like, man, me and you should take my motorcycle and get Speedos and remake this.
That'd be sick. That's such a small... It's not inconvenient, though. A Speedo is so tiny. Like, it's not like a fucking box.
He
or
kept it in
something,
her
you know?
underwear drawer, though. She kept
Yeah.
coming across it.
Yeah, she kept accidentally putting it on.
That's what it was.
I can't fill these, Kyle. Come on.
Why is the crotch barely broken in?
Yeah.
There he is right there posing the public part
that
for it.
shit's funny.
That's an update because on the podcast last week, or a couple of days ago, he just said, hey, I'm going to go out and I'm going to have slacks. And I told him, I said, I don't know if you want slacks. You got to show those legs off. Well, now
Show those fucking tree trunks.
we got footage of him in slacks after he left. He left here that day, by the way. This is what I love about him. Didn't tell me. Like, he showed up like the Incredible Hulk. Didn't drive here. He had like a fucking,
The old stroller.
like, well, not a stroller. A stroller with a baby in it. No, like a knapsack. And he showed up and then he left. And
Was it on a stick?
Were you
Yeah.
nervous that you just brought this homeless person into your
No,
place
he's not.
of
He's not
business?
homeless. He's
I was
not
kinda
homeless.
Okay,
nervous.
that's a homeless vibe. Okay, I should ask the actual like owner and mature person.
No, he's not. Look,
Were you nervous about the motherfucker shows up with a knapsack,
Well.
has homeless vibes?
The risks we take for good content, right?
as I'm going to say this in 3 weeks from now, I'm going to get stabbed by one of them. But as somebody who did radio and interviewed a lot of people, I can pretty much tell. I mean, look, they're all, myself included, in this. We're all different shades of crazy, right?
So you didn't get the vibe that
No,
all right, this
no,
is,
no.
okay.
He's certainly, an eccentric gentleman, somewhat, as we
Yeah,
all are.
yeah.
But no, I didn't get the vibe that it was going to be dangerous or anything. No,
Okay.
trust me. There have been people. I go, that's and then you creep on them, and it's like, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Did he make any passes at you?
No. He, he's very professional the whole time. Plus, I don't think that's the flavor of ice cream he enjoys. I think it's
old. The milk has gone
Little,
sour.
that's God. No, he likes women. And if you
He
like
likes
men,
fresh milk.
What were some of the comments that he wasn't tall enough? He had to get this fucking stool out.
Yeah, why is he on a stool?
You watch it. If you watch it, you could tell how carefully he's like trying to move around on this thing.
I didn't even realize that. Yeah, look at
Look
it.
at this. Watch him turn.
Because the stool and the speaker are new. Like, they're new to the equation.
And you know that ground is not level.
You're right. Yeah, because it's not like he's got that out there on concrete.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude's
shit.
taking risks out here.
I think it's just mimicking a statue, where
Oh.
a statue is like
okay.
on a base
Well, because look,
and like sitting higher.
like I said, it's just like wrestling. You know, some guys, they're not over. They change their gimmick. Boom, they're popular. He's finding his gimmick, right?
That's right. You got to work it out. Maybe that's why he did it, because you gave him that suggestion on the podcast.
Yeah, bro. I'm not new to the posing in naked public game. I did radio morning shows for years.
This is why I wish we had a more busy downtown.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So you could go
we're-
down there, fucking whatever's going on. You know, like in a city, there's always crazy people doing shit, walking
it's more
around.
hustle and bustle, so it's more people like, I'm just trying to go to work, and then like this guy just in this
Yeah.
chaos. Yeah.
He's got a home. That's what he said. He just never had a job. He's,
I
he'd
like that
rather.
you put the little asterisk of that's what he said. I don't know this for sure. I have not been there. I
I'm
don't
not-
really know him, but
No.
he assured me
He assured
has
me.
a home.
I took him for his word. That's
Yeah,
what
the
I
only,
did.
The only ones I've seen has been like that's like fun has been this, and then another person like with a guitar like over by Target. I've
Oh,
seen
that's
that
nice.
before.
I like that.
I think they had a sign that
Or the
said-
violin,
Oh,
where they're
maybe
not,
that's what
where
it
they're
was.
not actually playing violin.
No, I've seen one where they're.
No.
It wasn't violin. It was something classier than.
They
a guitar.
fucking have a
I've
speaker
seen
and they
something.
sit there, and I'm like, this dude's not even fucking playing. He's just acting like he's going
Really?
with it.
Maybe I just got tricked.
They had a speaker, but it wasn't plugged in, but it was like taped to it. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
But then somebody was like, "No, it's Bluetooth." It's like, well, if it were Bluetooth,
What's this wire there?
why
for?
would you tape on a speaker?
I saw one comment that said they just don't need the speaker. Like the speaker is just a prop to hold up the sign.
Right, but then I
But
heard
then the speaker doesn't actually function. It doesn't need to function because
it's an acoustic instrument.
Exactly. Yeah.
But then why would you kayfabe a fucking wire on it? Then I
It
don't.
looks more professional.
No, it doesn't. If you tape a wire, it doesn't work. Tape wires don't. You can't tape them on.
If you're like, no, I have to bring this whole setup. It's not just me and this instrument. I have to bring this whole thing for
Right.
this to work.
Look, either way, I don't think it's a scam. It's not a scam if they're entertaining you enough for you to give them money, right? I mean, wouldn't you?
It's an angle. It's not a scam.
Wouldn't you like him? That's not a scam. Like, wouldn't you rather like him provide you a service? Like,
But he's not
No!
providing.
He's not
providing me
faking
a
his
service.
muscles.
Does he even have a tip jar?
I know.
I didn't even see one.
No, he said.
He's not doing a very good job at picking where he stands.
Was
Well,
this purely?
You
for
need somewhere at
attention?
a stoplight where they can fucking hand you
Yeah.
some money.
They keep running him off, but apparently that they would get him for soliciting if he has some sort of.
Oh, okay. That
that-
makes sense.
that's
because
Oh,
his shirt's
okay.
off?
No,
Yeah, no.
because he's doing that, so he's causing a scene, and then he has a jar that says tip. So because he's basically asking everyone for money.
So if the guy's asking you for money in the middle of the highway or whatever had their shirt off, would they get in trouble for soliciting?
I think that he just puts a target on his very broad, muscular shoulders
Yeah.
by doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
At the same
He
time,
just puts
though,
a target on his big thick dick.
I told him that there just needs to be an organic reason for like if he came and like had a top hat that he took
Dude,
off.
he needs to, because some people got sign spinners. He needs to work that angle and be like, yeah, Best Buy is still open. He needs to get in with them.
I think they
Be like, we're gonna tie on with local
think they
celebrity,
made those
fucking
illegal.
Muscle Man or whatever the fuck his name is.
They made him illegal. The,
the
sign spinners? Really?
I think so.
Oh,
You don't
shit.
see them anymore. Remember, for a long time, you saw a shitload.
But
I'm pretty sure.
I thought it was because they went to the
No,
wacky
the,
whatever balloon man or whatever.
I thought you were going to say to the big mall in the sky. They all got ran over.
when I worked at Ace, this dude came in and was like, I didn't take him very seriously, but he was like he's like, I'm a professional sign spinner. He's like trying to get this custom fucking arrow made.
Okay.
He had all these requirements for it. And I'm like,
No
I don't
shit.
take this
What
guy
kind of
seriously. But
requirements?
then he like was fucking busting out moves. I'm like, oh, this guy is a professional
So they
fucking
actually
sign
take it
spinner.
seriously.
These are professional sign spinners, and they are taking over Tampa Bay. As Fox 13's Josh Cassio shows us tonight here at 10, they're putting a whole new spin on advertising.
What kind of requirements was it?
He wanted like a
needs to
hand.
be
He
under
wanted
9
like
ounces.
a handle, and in
Okay.
certain spots, and like I don't know. He just wanted some different features, and it was just I
Sure.
was just kind of like, oh, this guy's ready to fucking go to the
This
top.
guy has thought about
He's ready to
this.
go to the top.
We actually don't make titanium signs here, buddy.
You don't see those anymore, but I often did wonder like how much training it would take for that, right? Like, I mean, is that like an afternoon? Is that 15
I don't
minutes?
think so,
Is
man.
that
This
like,
dude was fucking launching this thing.
He was. Okay.
There's
I
some
would say
spinning
it's like
going
any
on.
industry where like it's easy to get in, but then to be in the top 1% where you actually.
Put in the work.
Yeah.
It's a rough game, kid.
Well, like I've seen them where a guy's like, I make $25.
Got a lot of
an hour,
eyes taken
and I
out from
do-
these signs, these
Yeah,
arrows.
it's like
I've seen a little hearts break in this
it's like
game.
skateboarding where like, okay, this guy's actually good at this and
Yeah.
does shit that
Right.
I
Not
can't
just
do a fucking throw it 10 things in the air and catch it and fucking
not just doing
make
a
me want to go buy
kickflip.
an iPod.
Yeah.
You know.
Maybe go buy an iPod. how many iPods
Get
were
business.
sold because of that?
Side note: this post from the VU made me think you should do like we need to get them as a sponsor and do like a stripper Saturday
Dude,
or something.
I've said I want to do a stripper every day.
Kyle's had
Let's-
boots on the ground trying to get this idea.
He's like, I've been there every day. That's why I'm late to work.
every single day, dude. Dude, yeah, they keep on telling me not today, Kyle.
Sons
not
of
today.
bitches. Maybe they'll let us do a podcast in there.
I would love that, man.
That would be hilarious.
It looks amazing on the inside. I've thought about
I haven't
that.
been
It would
there in
look.
so long.
Oh bullshit! I mean, yeah, it's been forever. You totally didn't go with me last weekend. Shit, man.
Mind your business.
Josh
your
and I
business.
have been a couple of times.
Don't know
before.
what you're talking about.
I mean, years ago.
Years ago.
It was funny. Don't clip this part.
Okay.
It was funny having my girlfriend have to drop me off at the VU the next day to get my vehicle.
Oh God, dude.
Honey, I left my car at the VU.
Oh my
It just
God,
happened
I'm
to.
just
It was
gonna-
just a free parking lot close to where I was going.
Honey, I definitely got wasted at the strip club. I came home at 2 a.m. in an Uber.
Yeah, you. Because I
Had
tell
an awesome
Josh,
time.
I'm like, all right, we won't. Let's not tell the girlfriends about this trip, you know. And then all of a sudden, my girlfriend, my girlfriend didn't know. My wife did though. Hey, no, my wife goes, oh, so did you have fun last night? And I was like, yeah. And I'm like, Josh, that son of a bitch, he told. And I was like, why'd you tell? And he goes, well, I had to have Hannah drive me to my car. I'm like, you motherfucker.
Dude, I just didn't say.
No heads up.
And then immediately after I told her, it's like 7:15 in the morning. I was like, yeah, I went to the VU last night. And then I'm like, who you texting? We're like laying in bed. I'm like, who you texting right now?
Yeah.
Like, Roslyn. I'm like, you fucking bitch.
Yeah,
Don't ruin this for me.
Yeah, yeah, exactly right. Yeah,
I'm like, Kyle's going to be
That's
so
what I get for
mad.
being honest.
that's why Kyle started going to the titty bar by himself after that. Just sad, dude.
We know the real reason you start going by yourself.
You know what? I've been to the movies by myself. I've been to like buffets, but all of this historically sad. I'm fine with them, but I've never been to the titty bar by myself. Like,
Have you ever taken a vacation by yourself?
well, yeah, but not really. I mean, I've been on comedy trips and stuff, so I've been away by myself a lot. So I'm fine with that. But the strip club thing, that's man, that's sad.
I got to go see my girlfriend, Sheila.
Yeah, dude, that's. I mean, I love titty bar. We should all go every day, but like I
It's
had
a different thing. Yeah, it's kind of a party when you're going there with your buddies or whatever, and then it's a little sadder.
I had a buddy who one time me and some friends went into a strip club, and my buddy was there by himself.
Oh, he got spotted?
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, what's up?" It was like Monday at like a 7 p.m.
He said that to you, or you said that
Jesus.
to him?
He said it to us. Like
okay,
at
all
least
right.
he tried to cut it off. Like, "Hey, what's up, guys?"
This is normal. I'm
Get
just
ahead
meeting
of
people
it.
here. Let's not hear
He
it.
didn't just
Yeah.
like pull his hood up and tuck in.
Dude, I would have been so like humiliated. Like, I don't know. I would have like made up something. Yeah, I'm here with the radio station. Well, I got to go by.
I'm working.
It's professional business. All right. Yeah, that's what I tell my wife every time she sees Deja Vu pop up on Facebook. Baby, I got to communicate with him for work. We had a 217 problem ask, what's the wildest thing that you've seen on a lake? Which,
On a lake?
yeah.
Let's guess. I haven't read this.
Oh,
I haven't either.
I'm gonna say
Definitely an overdose. That might not be in there.
can't decide what to call wild. All right, let's just see what we got
Can't
here.
wait to let's
I'll
see.
tell you, going noodling was. It's not that wild, but it was pretty wacky.
Oh, you did do that.
it's
God damn, dude. That's where you stick your hand.
Yeah, this is.
Is that where you're trying to get a catfish?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But no, you get
There's
it
a
by
great
them.
video of it with my buddy.
You wait for it to bite your hand.
Yeah.
So like, no, it's so you build little boxes with a hole in a hole in one side, like a coffee can size hole, and then you bury or like you put them in the ground, like where catfish like hide. You put them in the water, and then you just like leave them permanently.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, we go check our spots.
Yeah.
So then you go down first. You fucking put your foot in it to rile it up if it's there, and then you pull it out, and then slip your arm in the hole. Because the idea is you rile him up, and then he's trying to exit.
Sounds like we're talking about
and then
something completely different.
and then he bites your arm, like he goes for your arm.
This part's gonna get demonetized.
But like
on YouTube.
my buddy did it, and then the catfish rolled him. And he broke his. Yeah, he had like.
Wait,
Christ.
hold on.
It's actually like kind of dangerous.
Then it arm barred him.
Yeah,
Because, like-
it put him in a triangle, and it fucking then he transitioned into a go-go palata on him.
But their teeth are like 40 grit sandpaper. So like they're not like sharp, but they'll like grip you.
Okay.
And
Hurts
then
a
like
little bit.
you gotta like maintain control of it because it rolled
Also,
and it snapped
why the
his
fuck
fucking
do they
arm.
call it noodling?
Yeah, because they can't call it fucking crazy. That's
Yeah, it's
why.
noodling or
It just
hogging.
sounds like you're like fucking them or something.
Did you say hogging?
I've been out noodling catfish.
No, hogging was. Did you know the?
Oh, yeah, Hoggins also.
Is that where you're going for fat chicks?
Yeah, all three of us.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got it. You got
Nova
it.
loves a good.
By the way, give it up for Nova, everybody. It's her first appearance on the
Extra
show
guest.
since episode 1 or
Be
2.
quiet.
I loved that the first episode we were like, oh, we can say whatever filthy shit we want because we have an adorable dog there. And then just the dog vanished and we're like, yeah, right, Nova, cool. Yeah, no, noodling is fucking insane because, yeah, you put your hand in the hole and the idea is, like you said, the catfish comes out, it bites your fucking hand, and then you bring it out. I swear to God, and you told me a story, but God knows I'm always half paying attention. I've never heard a motherfucker like an alligator rolling a son of a bitch while he's nuts.
Some
Crazy.
catfish.
Yeah, he
I
was
mean,
in
some
a-
catfish are big as fuck.
Yeah, it was large.
No, I know they are.
Yeah.
Because it's also like
What do they call them? Flatheads
it's
when they're
bit
big.
over your forearm. So like your fist is like deep in its fucking body.
Hell
It's like
yeah.
you're not holding on to like its mouth. You're holding on to like its innards, I guess.
It's like you're fisting it.
But then also
It's
like
like
you
you're
gotta worry
fisting
about,
it through the mouth.
Yeah, you're fisting it.
I don't want.
You also got to worry about like a snapping turtle
That's-
biting your fucking foot off.
That's
or
what's
biting
so.
your toe off.
That would be
'cause
the-
when you say the danger in it, that's what scares me.
Yeah, why
Like,
you gotta use your
Because
body
you don't
parts?
know what the hell's in the box. Yeah.
Need like someone with a fake leg. Like, all right, man, you test it out.
I'm sure like
Rile
I'm
them
sure
up
some
down
of them,
there.
I'm sure some of them use like sticks or something, but from my buddies telling I've
pirate.
never
That's why we always bring Pirate Steve with us.
That's why.
but like I've always so they do the foot first and then they slip out and go the hand.
Fuck, and you've seen your buddy do this.
Mm-hmm.
Has he's the one that got his fucking arm broke?
Is one of them.
One of them.
We when the 2 times I've went we didn't catch anything.
Oh, okay.
But like I've been
So he's just telling tall tales. You don't even know.
like
He's
I got the video of it. Like I've showed you the video of it. haven't I?
of him noodling, but you haven't physically seen him noodling. Okay, all right. I'm just
I mean,
saying,
I've seen them do it. I haven't seen them successfully.
sound like
catch
tall.
anything.
Oh man, there's one so big it rolled Steve the other day,
Jesus.
man. That's what held his head underwater like Cuban torture, man. It's crazy, man.
But he's like a big fucking guy, though.
Yeah.
Seen him noodling.
I want to. Can we go with him? How is he here locally in
Probably set
Springfield?
up. Yeah, Petersburg.
I don't want to see. I feel like if I were on camera and sauced, I'd probably do it. But that's the only way I'd. Did you stick your hand in something?
I did the foot. Then there was no like resistance, so it wasn't.
God damn.
So, like I didn't think anything was in there, so nothing.
I know there's probably some big country boys watching us now, going, "Look at them fucking shitty."
But no, I bet we could go. Like we got we gonna do the redneck fishing tournament first, but then I'll
that's
see.
right,
I'll see
yeah.
when they're doing it.
What
That's
is
in August.
what is that redneck fishing tournament again?
What's the dates or when is it?
All of it. I don't even-
What is?
So Asian carp are super.
Yeah, it's where you gaff them.
They just call them carp. No, you
No,
just call 'em
because
carp.
they.
Is that where you stand there and just fucking stab them and bring them in the boat?
No, this is they get wild and
Yeah,
they,
they're mating.
they jump over. So like you just go and they just jump into the
I used to
boat.
do it with my buddy as a kid. He had a paddle boat on the lake, and we'd go out there in the cove, and he'd stand on the back with like a fucking pitchfork,
It's pretty badass.
and they'd all be fucking mating, and he'd just fucking gaff them and
But
bring
yeah.
that bitch in.
You feel like a bear.
Yeah, not me. I was on the fucking paddle like this. Is fucking
We gotta
crazy.
get the fuck out of here.
That's
But like
awesome.
I've heard of people like getting knocked out and shit because it's
I'm
like
sure.
a 20-pound fish. Just,
Carps are big. Can be
You
big.
know what's fucking sad is the moment you said that in my sick mind, I thought that's gonna be great footage.
Yeah.
If somebody gets knocked the fuck out.
yeah.
If I didn't
I
think
think
Falls
I
in-
thought
told you
you.
this
I
idea.
thought it was Josh
we should go
gets-
film this.
Falls
This
into
would
the
be
middle
fun.
of a bunch of mating carp.
But
Dude,
then
that'd be
also like they do it
great.
in Bath. which is like 40 minutes north, just towards Havana. Because they do it every year, and I think the beginning of August. But it's like an event. It's like a whole weekend to where it's like a tournament, and then whoever gets the most fish or whatever. But then they also have like other events and shit there. Like it's just a party. So we're definitely
Sounds like the shit.
We're definitely going.
Absolutely. Do dozens of people not die every year on this thing?
Probably do.
Maybe they do.
When you mix this many alcohols and rednecks and waters, I mean, Jesus Christ.
Rednecks are strong.
They are.
They've dealt with a lot of noodling of each other and fish.
That's true. That's true. You know what?
Sounds like you're getting molested by a hillbilly.
You never fucking hear rednecks overdose, though, do you? Like on 911 calls.
You do.
No, you hear, man, I took too goddamn much, man. Shit's all over with for me, motherfucker. No, you don't. It's always like how am I,
I overdosed last night, slept it off.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
They overdose quietly by themselves.
That's why Southern rock bands didn't overdose. It took like an airplane to take out Skinner. It took a motorcycle to take out one of the Allman Brothers. Duck under the surface from below, snap its neck, start plucking the dang thing right there, and tossed it on his charcoal grill next to his skull and crossbones flag on his homemade, custom-made, spray-painted pontoon. God damn!
That's why America's never getting beaten.
That's why they can come over here. They're never going to conquer the creek,
They're
goddamn.
going to come over here like, goddamn, we can't fuck with these boys.
They might conquer the U.S. They ain't going to conquer this holler.
Yeah.
Come up here, bitch. Yeah,
They just conquer the cities, leave everybody else alone.
Think about that. Motherfucker dove in the water, killed Daffy Duck. I mean, that's
I don't
some
believe this story.
wild shit that when you're doing this stuff that's in the
motherfucking-
background of Street Fighter.
I believe
The
it.
reaction time of birds, I don't believe this fucking story. Try to get your hand on a goddamn duck.
Motherfucker who think he is a cat? Come on. Jason Voorhees. Excellent movies, by the way. Not sure what it was, but it kept resurfacing as it swam across the lake in Banner Marsh, and it was monstrous. Maybe a trophy-sized catfish, but not sure why it kept hitting the surface. We got to investigate that. 217 cryptids. Oh, my God, please. No, you're not crazy enough.
Sick.
Yeah, are you crazy enough for this?
We need to get, what's his nuts? Who's that comedian who's in the cryptids?
All of them, because we're all sad, lonely men in our 30s.
Because I will never walk out into the woods again without a gun. And that gun will not stop a Bigfoot, but it will stop me. I just need one bullet. You know what I'm saying? I am not going to be a Sasquatch sex slave out in the woods.
A lake I used to go to when I was a kid had a giant floating Nessie lake monster. And the first time I went deep sea fishing, I seen dolphins who led our boat, and I seen killer whales just swimming in the distance. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's go back.
That's not crazy. That's just out in the ocean.
No, hold on. Maybe lead with the goddamn monster. I love that he's like
He lake. He doesn't say ocean. He says lake.
Okay, but what I'm saying
Then
is,
they go to deep sea fishing.
but look, no, hold on. Let's go back to this. He first says, when I was a kid, there was a floating lake monster. He's telling the story, and then goes, and then when I was deep sea, no, I don't give a fuck about that. What about the goddamn deep sea monster?
Just goes away from it.
Yeah, and then
What? Just floating? Yeah.
some dolphins led us to. I don't give a shit about. All right, I'm sorry, sir.
Sounds like someone let a floaty go.
Now that I disrespected you, sir, can you please hit us up and let us know the rest of that story?
Here in Dirty D, a very drunk couple trying to film a porn lakeside in the wealthy part of the lake
Hell
in
yeah.
Poison Ivy.
Oh, I love it. They just had to make
Itchy.
sure that they had the afterglow in the plant that cancels it out. What is it? What's the one that cancels out poison ivy? You should know. Weren't you like a Boy Scout or some shit?
No.
Aloe? You talking about cancels out poison
They
ivy?
don't cancel that shit out.
I thought there was, that's a tall Eastern Kentucky tale they always told me. I thought there's like some plant you could find and then it would like cancel it out. You never heard
The
that?
cocoa leaf?
I thought, okay, maybe that's one of those like weird things I believed too long. I believed that I thought you could get AIDS from a mosquito till I was like 35. I didn't know that.
Has it been proven you can't?
You can't. That's what they say.
If a mosquito has AIDS blood, you don't think there could be some kind of cross contamination?
I don't think so. I'm telling
I
you.
feel like it might be possible.
Sounds possible.
Well,
That's how
It
I
seems
got
like
it.
a similar sentiment of sharing needles.
I went camping with a dude with AIDS. That might have been why he
butt
told
fuck
me
him?
that. That's not what we're talking about.
All right.
John boat with an entire Ashley furniture couch on it being used for seats. That is redneck.
How do they know it was from Ashley Furniture?
They saw it on the commercial. An elderly couple finding out they're not as discreet as they imagine, getting mad about it, and pulling a snub-nosed 38. See, that's how you end the story.
that, yeah.
You end the story with the sea monster.
Gotta have the big pop at the end.
You end the story with the snub-nosed 38. You don't give me, there was a sea monster, but they also had great popsicles. I don't give it.
Your mom. Nice.
They did. Is it?
Very funny.
You do it every day. Is it really good? See,
Two homeless banging in the storm drain.
dude, the homeless people got fucked too. Goddamn, homeless people fucking. Goddamn. You know, look, maybe you need to fuck to get the confidence to go put a roof over your head.
Fuck, I tried to get a picture yesterday. I was driving in this big ass truck. On the back, had taken the back of a Corvette and just like taped it to his truck to change the rear end of the truck. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Pretty cool.
It's just like the lower bed of the truck.
That seems like something on MTV Cribs that you saw. Like, may I ask you my crib, my whatever. Not I fucked it. Hold on, I'm gonna say.
God
it
damn,
again.
you fucked up every part of that. Jesus Christ. Wrong show, wrong rapper. Jesus.
Custom.
Pimp My Ride.
Pimp
with
My
Exhibit.
Ride. Yeah, there you go.
Jesus.
God damn it. That's all. That's
We put a Corvette rear end on your truck with a popcorn maker in the passenger seat.
that show. God, that was something my mom would do. God, that was the oldest thing I've ever fucking said in my life.
Fucking watch that show though. Like, oh,
It
what are
was
they
a
gonna
great
do here?
show.
Oh yeah.
They fucked all those people though. Have
Yeah.
you read the
Yeah, I
articles?
heard
Like,
about that,
because on
yeah.
the show it made it look like it was like a weekend. They took your cars like 6 fucking months. They couldn't get to work, and they still had a piece of shit car at the end.
Yeah.
Of it. It just now had like a popcorn maker in it.
Yeah.
Like, thanks, fucking Exhibit. Damn. I'm going to give a shout out to the Spotted in Chambana Uncensored, because there's a dude here that posts police scanner audio. This woman, the dispatcher, and God bless her, I understand she has to do this. She is the most unaffected person.
772-761 report of a shot heard at the Park Bar and Grill on West Bradley.
761.
One heard from the area of the bar, and now everybody's running and screaming, and we're still getting further at the Park Bar and Grill.
Cripple.
That's
Someone just say cripple?
no, the Park Bar and Grill.
I know it sounded like afterwards the guy just went a cripple.
A cripple? Well,
He is now.
we haven't seen the injuries yet. No, but there are multiple ones where she's like, shots fired, people screaming.
Everybody's dying.
So this
It's,
is so
you know, it'll
she's
be
already
okay.
taken the call.
Yes.
And now she's sending it out to the police.
This is the
Okay.
police
That
relay.
makes sense. This
Yeah.
is just her job. Of
No, yeah, it's her-
relaying information.
No,
Yeah.
I get that, and again, I get the deal, but it's always like, oh, give a shit, fucking goddamn shit.
Yeah, they're always so calm. It's not like, Jesus Christ, we're on our way.
Yeah.
I thought
Well, they'll
she
be
was
there.
the one calling the police. at
547, 526, disorderly subject, 502 Southbourne in Toledo Township.
526. 547.
The RV keeps calling the female Crazy Stacy. I think that might be Stacy Johnson or something like that. She's there at the cemetery near the wastewater plant. RV thinks she's on 56 and a half, Rick. The RV's going to be waiting at 502 Southbourne. Apparently, they got into a fight over an air mattress, and she's threatened to throw it in the water. He refused to go inside. We cannot understand him. With the wind in the phone, he said he's going to wait inside for
Did
now.
she say she's at the
Rebounded?
cemetery?
Getting a fight over an air mattress is.
Oh my God! Threatened to throw the damn air mattress.
I
in
will
the water.
throw this in the water.
You hear me? You fucking bitch!
You could have just threatened to pop it.
Took my heart with it. You fucking bitch!
I will throw this in the water and ride it. Then that'll be the weirdest thing you saw on the lake.
I mean, it sounds like she's reading a Mad magazine while she's sending this shit
Yeah,
out.
her
Like,
indifference is.
Someone just called him as in a berry. How do they understand
There's
each
blood
other? Is
everywhere.
it more clear than it is on there? I'd be like, what did you say?
Got to be like auctioneers.
Send me the subtitles.
Yeah, bring out the share my man. But no, it sounds like she's like doing a highlights
Yeah.
for children. You know, when they had the fucking thing where you find the iron and the little mouse, and she's trying to highlight the shit. That's what it sounds like.
I'm doing a crossword.
I want to go on a police ride along so fucking bad. I can't stand it. I really do.
Do they let citizens do that?
They do that.
think
What do
you
you mean?
can.
Why? You don't want to fucking do? What are you talking about?
Fucking
You of all
30
people.
goddamn years ago.
Don't lie. You've been
When I
on
was
a, been on
6.
your a few ride-alongs. Just in the back seat.
Oh, I was getting ready to say, what are we talking about here? That's when you go, okay, what story does he know? You go, what's
Don't reveal my hand.
No, I remember one night I accidentally picked up a couple of lesbian chicks that were crack whores, and
Sounds like a good time.
What's the backstory of this?
Well,
What do
you
mean
said
you
the-
pick them up.
well, so
do you mean?
me and my buddy Derek were leaving a Buffalo Wild Wings, and look,
God.
I was in my 20s, and I wasn't.
Where all good love stories start.
Exactly. And dude, I was dumb. Okay.
I said, hey, baby, you got any rock?
They came up, and this woman goes.
I mean, they were lesbians.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't look. They come up and they go, "Hey, honey, can you please give us a ride? Just right down the street, baby. That house. Come on, baby, please." And they kept, okay, all right.
60 miles later.
So,
God, yeah.
so I
I'll
dropped.
give you a gummy.
Oh, bro, no, this was years ago. I dropped Derek off, my buddy,
I
and
was
then
talking about a toothless blowjob.
dude, I thought maybe
I'll
that.
gum you out.
I thought that might happen, but no, because on the way to the second or third crack house, because we go to the first one, right? And it took me a few crack houses.
You took him to multiple stops?
Oh, we went all over town. Oh my God, yeah.
I would drop
You
him off
dropped
for-
your buddy
this ain't
off
the right
first?
house? All right. See you
Yeah,
later.
dude. Well, because when I
Kyle's
dropped,
like, I'm gonna have to drop you off for this one, buddy. I got some shit to take care of.
This is where Kyle's accidentally drug trafficking.
no, I do. Okay, I was trying to be a nice guy. Then part of me thought maybe it'll turn into a three-way. You know what I mean? And they weren't that bad looking if you're 24, and horny, and it's been a while. So I'm driving them, and they get into a fucking fight on the way, like the third crack house. Swear to God, I mean, all this, I'm not embellishing any of these details. And they start like going blah, blah, blah. And the one chick up front, because it's me, this chick, and her girlfriend's in the back, and she fucking, bop, boom, but gets me fucking
donkey punched her?
punched
Jesus
me in the head,
Christ.
she did, right? Because she's trying to get her fucking old lady back there. So I'm like, boom. And I swear to God, I would have lost my shit. But I remember when she said this, I couldn't, because I remember thinking, God, this is going to be a great story. She punches me in the head, and then she goes, look what you made me do. You made me punch Lyle. And I'm like, Lyle? Like, how often do you meet a Lyle that's where
Just
your
assume.
fucking head goes?
Sorry, I'm on pills.
That's my PCP dealer.
So I take her girlfriend to the Salvation Army where they were living, and then
Oh, man.
her girlfriend goes, don't you let her make you drive her around all night looking for crack. And I was like, all right. So I only went to like two more crack houses.
was
with
this-
her.
I thought the threesome happened at
Did
the
you-
Salvation
I
Army
wish.
tent.
Were you already aware of that's what you're doing at this point? Or does she keep being like, oh, this is the wrong house. Let's go to this house.
thought he was gonna
oh,
get
I
a-
forgot I'm not sleeping
He
here.
thought he was going to get a free hit.
No, I wasn't. I've never been in a crack, especially not back then. But no,
It's usually not a good road to go down.
But all the dudes I knew who went down that road never came back from it. If they did, they weren't the same. So we go to the last crack house, and we go by the liquor store to pick her up smokes. I forgot about that. And then she starts like saying like all these racial slurs, and then she's like, "Why'd you drive me here?"
Were
And
they both Caucasian?
Yeah. She says, "Why'd you drive me to insert racial slurville, Kyle?" And I go, "You told me to come here. What?
How old were they?
Oh, they looked way older than they were.
You
I'd
sitting
say
on 40 or you sitting on 20?
they looked in their 40s, probably in their 30s. I'd say.
Okay, all right.
But yeah.
They're both like a decade older than you.
So finally, we go into this neighborhood of Lexington that you never want to go. I mean,
How have I never heard this story before?
I've never told you this story.
No.
I told it all the time back in the day. It was, and I pull fucking over on the side, and I swear to God, it sounds like I'm making this up. I go into this scary neighborhood, and there's a guy over here and a guy over here. I swear to God, they both look at me like, check me out, right? And I'm driving an Impala at the time, which is, they're like, who the fuck's rolling up in this fucking Impala? You know what I'm saying?
Who's bringing a sedan here?
It was a popular car in that neighborhood at the time, ladies and gentlemen.
Did it have
Man,
the
that could
police
use
light on it?
That could use some rims.
Plus, I had rims at the time. So both of the guys like look at me, and they both, because this is when I pull up, she goes and she looks, she goes, "I'm leaving my purse here, and I know somebody at the district attorney's office." Probably thought like Harvey did or something. This time they were coming up. I don't know. I fucking boom, I take off, right? And again, I know I'm a Lily White Peckerwood.
You're driving.
I'm driving, but I have her purse in the fucking.
Now you're committing robbery.
Yeah, well, yeah, and I should have taken the fucking money and thrown it out the window. I didn't. I was a better person back then. and I see some cops, and I go, all right, I'm gonna.
Oh no!
So I
oh
pull
my
up.
God, there's drugs in this purse.
I
for
pull
sure.
up and I say, sir. I tell him what happened. He could tell this kid doesn't know what the fuck's going
Are you
on.
sober at this point?
You told him the whole
Yeah,
story?
Told him the whole story. Told him everything.
And
that
then I got
happened.
arrested and I got my police
Sir,
ride
I'm
along.
driving around with these two crackheads trying to find crack.
No.
Do you have any crack?
He goes, well, you need to be more careful because even though you're a man, next time you could be sodomized.
Jesus Christ.
What? Out of all the things that could have happened in that story, I didn't think sodomy was an option.
Yeah, I think
a good possibility.
Getting knifed by a crackhead lady would be,
See, that's where
Harvest
Closer.
your organs.
That's why I'm never going to be a father. But if I am, or if I were, I
that's
would.
why you're never going to be a father?
Well, no, but I'm saying if I were, I would tell that story to my kids. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I would guide them in that direction because my
They
father
know
didn't.
never to pick up the lesbian crackheads.
Yeah, we'd be
See,
very
they-
different fathers. I would not tell my children about
They
this.
learn from your mistakes.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. I was trying to be a good guy.
You're trying to get sucked up by two crackheads. What are you talking about?
Tomato, tomato.
You're not the hero of the story.